Tour, which is the topic of my speech. He created it as a way to combine skateboarding and music and make a festival out of the two. But today it is more of a music festival than skateboarding. It's called the Vans Warped Tour because the Vans shoes sponsored it, which is a skateboarding shoe. Today, the tour is an all-day concert about skateboarding. At each venue, there are about 10 stages, as many as 100 bands, and each playing with about 30-minute sets, and there are bands overlapping. It is from around 11 to 9, and people try to get there earlier because the lineup of all the bands that are playing isn't known until you get inside the venue. I personally got to San Francisco, which was where the 2012 Warped Tour was, at 9 o'clock, and we stayed in line until 11, but we weren't let in until 11:30 because the line was so long at that point. People want to know the lineup so that they don't want to miss their favorite artists if they're there. The genres that typically play here are rock, ska, alternative rock, reggae, a bit of hip hop and pop, but mainly metalcore and such. The tour became international in 1998 when it had venues in Australia, Japan, Europe, Canada, as well as the US. They also do compilation albums, which have samples from all the artists who performed that year. And they can be bought at Warped Tour or online. It is sometimes called the Disneyland of music because you can just walk around and you basically see your favorite artists perform. And when you're not doing that, or when there's not an artist that you want to see, you can go around and see the many booths set up that have food or merchandise. And the merchandise here is very special because it sells things that you can't buy anywhere else and just strictly Warped Tour things. There are also signings that occur at ease. There are also time slots where bands or artists can have signings where you stand in line and wait for that band. After the event, the internet floods with stories of people going to see their favorite bands or artists and just having the emotional events. See, many of the people who go here, as well as other events, it's not very specific to this, have interesting backgrounds with either abuse or depression or anything else. And a lot of these bands have helped these people in numerous ways. I have a friend who waited for this event to go say hello to her favorite band, and she was a very suicidal person, and she waited and did not, and tried to get better, specifically to tell her favorite artists that they have helped her and that they have saved her, basically. There are many other stories like this on the internet. There's, of course, a danger to this event. I mean, there are crowds, people get trampled, I got kicked in the head multiple times. But there are, of course, medical tents set up, and you do everything at your own risk, and there's a lot of personal enjoyment gained from this. The crowd is also very nice. At the Of Mice and Men concert, we were there. A crowd surfer fell on top of me, and I got trampled to the ground. But luckily enough, the people in the crowd were very nice because when I raised my hand, they helped me up and helped me get back up on my feet. There was also another girl that I knew personally who was all the way up to the front, and the crowd pushed her, and she hit her nose, and I think she fractured her nose. So she had to go to the medical tent for that. But she had fun regardless. So this is a concert with 100+ bands, which was created in 1995. It has 10 stages and brings together a culture of 100 different bands and so many people. It occurs every year, and people look forward to it with all of their friends. Those are some pictures of. Those Photoshopped pictures I found online of the event. So yes, even though we were beaten, bruised, sore, sunburned, trampled, tackled, etc., the band's Warped Tour is the best day to many people.